it's interesting to me that the greatest opponents of repeal of the alcohol prohibition were law enforcement and mobs that were profiting from the sale of alcohol, illegal alcohol. If you fast forward to today, and this ultimate question, should the government be in the business of regulating what adults do in their private lives, absent a compelling social, public health or public safety reason?
In my experience as a practicing attorney, I've represented several doctors who have experienced what I would call unwarranted attention from the DEA because of their stance on medical marijuana.
I'm Greg Carter. I'm a medical doctor working in Washington State. My specialty is physical medicine and rehabilitation with a subspecialty in neuromuscular disease. I treat diseases of nerve and muscle, muscular dystrophy, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. It's a very widespread system, actually. It's throughout the body, the endocannabinoid system. Well, we make our own internal cannabinoids, and we have an internal cannabinoid system that controls mood state, appetite, motor function, coordination, levels of inflammation, some functions in the gut. It's a very widespread system, actually. It's throughout the body, and it's very important in the homeostatic regulation, sort of keeping things in balance in our body. So when we use cannabinoids as medicine, we are enhancing an already existing internal system.
I was born with cerebral palsy on my left side. I'm bilateral disabled. I have, between my C6 and C7, it's pinched on both sides. You can tell by the spasticity of my arm that it's my whole left side. So yes, I'm well qualified to be a patient.
Them trying to figure out what was going on. It was some kind of bacteria attacking my spine, but they didn't know what it was. But it, in a matter of 3 days, destroyed my thoracic spine.
I'm not going to wait around have people watch me choke to them. I was saving up all my muscle actions so I could go home and end my life, because with ALS, you either drown in your own fluids or you suffocate. And they don't want to know what option for me.
I just want to be treated for who I am, and not because I smoke medical cannabis, be treated in a negative way. That's what it's really all about, is just to have compassion on other people. If you're judgmental, you won't go near this issue. So you really do have to open up.
We still have to contend with fear. There's a great deal of skepticism I've heard expressed at surprising levels that medical marijuana is a sham. And that's despite some of the best literature that we have that shows that for glaucoma, for debilitating illnesses, for intractable pain, not readily treated by other medications that are produced by pharmaceutical companies, that medical marijuana does have valid uses.
I also think, just as a principle, that anybody that wants to use a substance as medicine that has evidence or a doctor's opinion that it's going to help them should be allowed to do that. I don't think it's the government's business.